In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, we all want to achieve success. We all want to achieve success. We want to achieve whatever we wanted to achieve. That's fine actually, that's nice actually. Now, how to do that? How to do that? We do have certain desires, we do have certain ambitions. Our parents too, our siblings too, particularly our parents, they are found trying to set the direction of our life. They are found telling us that you have to become this thing and you do have to become that thing. You do have to become a doctor and you do have to become an engineer. You do have to become this and you don't do have to become that. This is what our parents are found telling us, trying to instill this thing into our mind again and again and again and again, again and again. You do have to become a good businessman in some of the business families, dear friends. There are now certain of the trends in the society as well. Certain trends, certain things have become a trend. There was a trend to become a doctor. There was a trend to become an engineer. There was a trend to become an MBA. There was a trend to. It's not. There was and there is a trend to become a good businessman. So I think the trends are okay. The parents, whatever they're telling is okay, but it's very important, very important to understand that what are my strengths, to be able to understand what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, what are my opportunities and what are my threats to me. Where am I more vulnerable? Where am I strong enough? Where am I more vulnerable and where am I strong enough? What are my weaknesses and what are my strengths? Taking into consideration whatever is trendy, whatever the trends are in the society, that's okay. Taking care of whatever parents are wanting us to become, to achieve. But let me tell you one thing, that it is far more important to know our weaknesses and to know our strengths. What are the things which I can't do as good as other people are doing? What are the things, even if it is something very trendy, even if there is a trend of it, even if my parents are motivating, first trying motivating me to do that, to become that, but if at all I'm not good at it, if at all I'm not good at all at it, I need to sacrifice it, I need to overlook, I need to put it aside. I don't need to take it. What to take on? I need to take on what are my strengths? What can I do better than the other people? What can I do better than the other people? What are these things? I need to know, I need to understand. It's very important indeed. If at all you do have certain amount of capital which could be invested, that's fine, that's also your strength, because everybody is not possessing the capital. If you do have the money which could be adjusted, which could be invested in the right sectors to achieve a good amount of money for your living, that's fine, that's fine. Otherwise, whatever my talents are, whatever my strengths are, whatever my capabilities are, other than the finance, if at all I've got an education in this sector, that's very fine, that's also your strength. If at all I've got a training in that particular department, that's also your strength. What are my talents? I need to know, I need to know, I need to know what are my talents, what are my capabilities, what can I do better than the other people, what what I can't do as good as the other people are trying to do. I need to drop it. I don't need to take it, because there will be much more hard work, and there will be a very little amount of outcome from that, much more labor and much lesser amount of the fruits will be given to me from that. So I don't need to take that. Opting for it, either for the trends, either because of the trends, or because of parents' motivation, I think it's not going to be the right decision at all. And sooner or later, we do have to quit it. Sooner or later, we do have to quit it, because there will be much more hard work needed, and there will be very little amount of the results coming from that. So, for this purpose, I think that this cannot be carried on at all. This should be dropped. And we need to take, I need to identify many of the people here in our society. They don't know even what their strengths are, what type of their talents are, what type of the capabilities they have been gifted with by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There in the Western countries, particularly in Japan, all the Japan is not a Western country. Japan is an Asian country, but since it is all the developed countries, I shall see particularly the Japan. They, from the very beginning of the life of a child, they try to keep, they try to make the assessment what sort of thing this child can do better, what kind of capabilities and trends this person have got, what sort of aptitude, what sort of aptitude this person, this boy, this kid is having, and they put it into directly in that particular line. And this is the reason that they, once they come out of their educational institutions, they are very effective in their own particular field. So, my dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, we need to understand what my strengths are. We need to understand what kind of talents have I been gifted with by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I need to adopt a kind of line where my talents could be utilized in a better manner, even if it is not trendy, even if there are no trends in it, because if a talented person is doing that, definitely it will become attractive, and there will be little amount of hard work, and there will be more results pouring out of that. Never ignore your talents and your strength. If at all you are having the capital on the one hand and your talents on the other hand, try to put your capital in somewhere where it is more rewarding. Obviously, the financial gurus can tell you, but at the same time, never ever ignore your talents and your capabilities, because practicing the talents, putting it into use, will make you a much more satisfied and happy person. Happiness is also important. Money alone is not enough. We need to become a happy person at all at the same time. So for that all reason, I think it is very important, very important indeed, to identify your talents, to try to put it into use. But as far your capital is concerned, try to use it in another manner if you do have. Your education, you've gotten, you are qualified in one sector or the other. Obviously, it's not easy to ignore. It's not easy to, uh, you know, uh, not putting, not utilizing it, not utilizing it, because I've seen some of the people, they've got the medical education, they became the doctor, but they didn't practice it. They had gone into the civil service. So I've seen certain other people as well, doing the different things, as from they got qualified in one sector but they didn't practice it. I'm not suggesting whether you do that or you don't do that, it's up to you actually. But what our today's topic of discussion was, that whatever your strengths are, whatever your talents and capabilities are, these must not be ignored if at all you want to develop, and you want to develop a lot. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair.